And this is for the championship. This is the finals. And if you expected it to go down like this, you're a psychic. But right now we're going to have the two bad boys. It is the redneck from down under, Daryl Dixon, representing the F4L proudly, versus the bad boy of UK and the crank himself, Jason Statham, representing the Hollywood Fitness. One of these guys will be bringing the title to one of their groups, respectively. The other will not. Clearly. And right now, this is what all the marbles are waiting for. Both guys have gone through hell to get here, let me tell you. None were easy. We're here in the cage of hell match, folks. It's Dixon, it's Statham, and it's on. That's what it is. As Dixon and Statham brown it up. Dixon all over Statham. And the redneck from down under is staying on top of the Crankmeister. Statham double tough, as is Daryl Dixon. Otherwise, neither one would be going for the Hall of Fame championship right now. And Statham now sends Daryl to the outside. And right back in the hard way. And a kick to the back of the shoulder blades. And Daryl with a jawbreaker. Very evenly matched thus far. Daryl takes him down, pounds on Jason Statham. Statham getting his hands up to block. But there's only so much that can do, folks. Oh, there's a clothesline to the outside. And Dixon having some problems with Daryl right now. Dixon having some problems with Statham right now. And Statham is sent right back into the ring by Dixon. Dixon right hands to the side of the head and slams his face into the mat. Nothing pretty about that, folks, as Dixon has got Statham on the ropes, literally. And Statham fights out of the ropes. Kick in the gut, followed by a forearm shot, knocks down Dixon. And the redneck from down under is currently getting tapped out here, folks. And this is under the same rules as the rest of the night, folks, as Juggernaut's attorney had advised us that, it wasn't fair that, he had to go through those rules and no one else does. So, sorry, folks, but the only way to win is by the Juggernaut rules. So they have to beat each other till one guy doesn't get up anymore. Which these guys, as tough as they are, it will be a while. And Dixon slammed to the mat, courtesy of Jason Statham. And there's the pin, and here goes the count. As Daryl could have met his match. Oh no, Daryl gets out of the way. And Daryl now is the reverse. And Dixon gets an 8 count for his troubles. And Statham is having some problems, right? Uh-oh. There is the deep fried Oreo driver, folks. Guess Dixon playing some homage to me, which is very appreciated. Thanks, Daryl. Appreciate it, buddy. And if you were wondering why I am not involved in this Hall of Fame tournament, nor was I part of the tag team thing, because sometimes you don't need to put yourself on every single show. And also, there's plenty of other guys on our roster you guys haven't even seen yet, which I feel badly about. So, you know, I will gladly allow other people to move up in the world, because not to mention the fact, me myself, in the real wrestling world, I've been around the ring plenty, and I've been in business for 21 plus years, which is a long time, folks. In all honesty, I love the wrestling business, and which is why our show is a little different than everybody else's, because unlike other shows, I actually know what I'm talking about, and I know what real wrestling is about. I know how a real wrestling show works, and I, you know how to run a wrestling show and other things. But regardless, I also know a lot of background stuff, and also I'm a geek at heart, so which is why this show has been such a joy for my son and I to work on together. It's also a great way for me and my son to bond, putting these shows together for you guys. And you guys who are you fathers out there and sons out there who are watching, you know, this whole thing started because he was home from school sick one day, and you know, it started out something small like that, and together we have, you know, built this empire, I guess you'd say. And even if you guys don't really know what I'm talking about, I mean, if you watch our show, you know what we put into it, then you would appreciate it, I hope. I know we appreciate it, and we keep loving it. We've been doing it for years, and, you know, we have been able to give you guys the matches and the things you guys always wanted. So I'm hoping you guys are enjoying it. This, by the way, is the first, that tag team tournament was the first time I actually aired a full tournament. Normally my shows are kind of a mix of little everything. I apologize for the kind of blandness, I guess, of tonight's couple shows, but on the plus side, you got to see some great action on both tag team and singles with some of the greatest wrestlers we have on our roster. As a 7 count on Statham, courtesy of Daryl. I think it's interesting it's come down to, you know, the F4L and the Hollywood Fitness yet again. Those of you guys who watched our Ladder of Success paper show will know that they had a final 8-man tag to kind of put an end to the long, never-ending feud between the between the two groups. But I guess that goes for a whole group thing. I guess doesn't mean individually. Uh-oh, nice suplex right there by Statham. These guys are both double tough. And I think in the end, when you got a match like this, you know, it's all worth it. And it's really some fun stuff. Plus, you will never hear anyone else say this match is for the Hall of Fame title, and it's Daryl Dixon versus Jason Statham. And there's your winner, folks. How about that, folks? Oh, my. You know, I wish I could say I was a little surprised, but I'm not. And good for him. Look at this. Jason Statham brought the fight to Daryl Dixon. Daryl Dixon brought it right to Statham, too. It was really a back-and-forth battle throughout this entire contest. And it goes to show you how important this was to them. And Daryl was on top of it, but in the end, Statham was just too much. He is an action brawling machine, is Jason Statham. And look at this. And congratulations to Jason Statham on capturing the Hall of Fame Championship. Alright, folks, that was legit our last match and our last night for this show. So I am going to be heading to Warwick, Rhode Island as well tomorrow. Go to the New England Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame to check that out because I loved the idea of it, and I'm going to be doing that. And if you guys want to meet Jazz Fitness live in Warwick, Rhode Island at the Crown Plaza for the New England Fan Fest, you can do so. He will be there hanging out with Stan Styles and the girls of the Squared Circle Cafe and surrounded by by the legends of wrestling yesterday, today, and tomorrow. So, I am Jazz Vengeance, your host. I am bidding you adieu, good night, and until next time, may all your dreams come true. You just got jazzed by vengeance.